Hi all, it's Teresa in Gemma's house. I want to share a different type of video with you this week. If you love dogs like I do and my family does, you might really enjoy hearing this dog story. I collect tarot cards and Lenormand cards. I just love the artwork on them. And I like to read the cards too. A couple years ago, I recorded this video for another YouTube channel I had, Tuesday Tarot with Teresa. So please sit back and enjoy this really wonderful dog story. Today, I wanted to look at the dog card in many different Lenormand decks that I have. And I also want to read a story for you. This story is in a book that I read probably 20 years ago or so. It's in this book called Unexpected Miracles by David Richo, PhD. This book was published in 1998, and I don't remember exactly when I read this book, but this certain story in his book has stayed with me ever since. And I wanted to share it with you as we look at the dog cards in Lenormand decks. The author starts saying that he was never comfortable with dogs during his life. He was afraid of them. He didn't like the smell of them. He didn't like when they shook off water onto him. But one night in 1994, and I'm reading directly from his book, I saw a news clip on TV about wolves as the ancestors of dogs. This started an automatic chain of reflections in me. I did not try to think anything out, but illusions and images of prehistoric times kept coming to my mind unbidden. They soon captivated my imagination. In an inner vision, I saw a cave clan huddling around a fire, eating and grunting in whatever monosyllables they could conjure. On the crest of a hill behind them was a wolf. He was watching them with great interest and with no intention of attacking. As he stared quizzically at the people and the fire in the dank night, he felt somehow drawn to them without chancing to approach. One of the younger men noticed him in the moonlight and shadows. He, like all his fellows, was used to being observed by animals. He felt no fear, but he also noticed that he could not totally look away. His curiosity was sparked, and he felt a strange kinship too. Night after night, the same scene replayed between wolf and man. One evening, with no prior plan, the man threw a piece of meat toward the hill. He was sharing the tribe's kill with the wolf. He noticed later, while the others slept, that the wolf gingerly crept down, snatched the meat, and ran off with it. Each night thereafter, the same scenario was played out, each time with braver, closer steps by wolf and man. Now comes the quantum moment in the history of the relationship of man and animal. It somehow dawned on the man that the wolf could become an associate, a useful friend. Animals had always been enemies. This was a whole new concept, frightening and yet appealing. The combination of opposites, wildness and tameness, must have stunned and taxed the mind of this early valiant human. Within months, a wolf was almost a pet. Within years, a wolf was a dog. In the theater of my imagination, I was struck strongly by one last feature in the story. I could see the wolf gazing and considering. I could see him wondering, can I trust this creature, man? I could see him deciding, yes, I will trust him without yet knowing quite securely if I can. It was the moment of unconditionality, the moment when he threw his lot in with humankind, for better or worse. The first wolf risk-taker initiated centuries of willingness to attach his fate to that of human beings. I had to stop several times during reading that because that story gets me every time. So I hope you liked that. And to all of you who love cats, I don't know what the story is there, but I'm sure it's also a very special one. And here's a Lenormand card showing a great depiction of a wonderful little cat. So I hope you enjoyed that. Until next week, thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.